Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Black and White Narrated Wi-Fi battle. My name is Jacob. As always, happy Valentine's Day on today, February 14th, 2012. And always remember, even if you don't have anyone special to celebrate Valentine's Day with, your family loves you, your friends love you, and we love you very much. Anyways, we have an Uber's game against MrMet620, taken from one of our streams about a month ago, I want to say. But anyways, let's get started on today. I don't have a special Valentine's Day battle for you because I can't, because my Wi-Fi is utter crap here, so kind of refrain from challenging us to matches because both of our Wi-Fi suck. We're planning on going home, not this coming weekend, but then next weekend, so look forward to a stream from us very soon. And the match is going to start right now. And as you can see, he's bringing a Quillfish to the Uber's game. I know I found that kind of odd, but I know I bring Chatot to every single Uber's game until I'm going to get a kill with it. So, yeah, that's kind of funny. Gonna lead with my Deoxys Speed. Gonna go for the taunt just because I thought Quillfish was gonna go for spikes or toxic spikes. And I didn't want him to get those up. But he just opts to go straight for the waterfowl. I'm thinking it's an offensive Quillfish. Since I do see the Life Orb damage, just going to go for that Psycho Boost, knowing he doesn't really have anything on his team that wants to take that very well. I know he's got his Darkrai that's immune to that, but still I have Extreme Speed on this Deoxys Speed, but I just want to get my rocks up as well. So I'm just going to leave myself in to die pretty much, but I'm going to get my rocks up just to scout and see if it's Scarfed or not, because sometimes Darkrai's can be Scarfed. Usually they're Life Orb with Dark Void, Dark Pulse, things like that, but he's just going to go straight for the Dark Pulse, kill off my Deoxys Speed, gonna go into my Jirachi, knowing I can outspeed because I am Scarfed, just because it would have outsped Deoxys Speed if he was Scarfed. So that's good knowledge to know. Gonna go into my Ferrothorn, predicting another Dark Pulse, but he just opts, or just go for the Dark Void too. He misses that Dark Void. I'm just gonna stay, and he misses again. Gonna go for the Thunder Wave, paralyzing this Darkrai. Now he just opts to go for the Focus Blast, and he's going to actually get instant karma on me pretty much, and he's going to get a critical hit and knock my Ferrothorn out. I really doubt that mattered, just for the sheer fact that this is my physically defensive Ferrothorn and not my specially defensive Ferrothorn. So that really probably didn't matter. Gonna go to my Kyogre, get that rain up, because this is not Weather Wars. Now my rain is fresh in and it's going to stay the entire match, so my Hydro Pumps will be doing pretty good damage. Actually, I think I have Surf on this, so just for extra reasons. And I should have went for the Toxic here instead of the Ice Beam, predicting one of his dragons. Toxic just because this Chansey would have had to switch out sooner rather than later, and it wouldn't have gotten my Kyogre Toxic, or poisoned I should say. Could have went to my Jirachi, predicting the Toxic, and then he wouldn't have been able to do a whole lot to me. Could have gotten more switch advantage with U-turn, but that's not the way it works out. It's alright with me though. And he goes for the Seismic Toxic. I predicted that. Going to my Ghost, my Giratina. And my Ferrothorn also has spikes, so this is basically my spin blocker as well. Main spin blockers in Uber are like Fortress. Fortress is used a lot in Uber, or quite a bit, at least in rain teams a lot. Gonna go for Earthquake. He's gonna go into his Darkrai as Death Fodder. And now he's gonna go into his Garchomp, which I do not want my Giratina to take any kind of hits, because I know I need my Giratina for his Chansey. So I'm going to go into my Latias as Death Fodder. This is actually a dual screening Wish variant of Latias, basically just for support and everything like that. It's got a timid nature, so I can outspeed a lot of things. It's got 350 speed. I usually can outspeed Garchomp, but I just need something to die, so I could go into my Scarf Jirachi and hit it with an Ice Punch. I don't think he knew I was Scarfed at this point, so that's probably why he let his Garchomp into die. Either that or he has an adamant nature and not a jolly nature, so that allowed me to outspeed. I'm just going to stay in here because I really don't have anything that wants to take a hit from Dialga, and I want to scout to see what kind of Dialga it's going to be. He actually shows me he's got the Fire Blast, which the rain is up, and that still does a really good chunk of damage, which is pretty crazy. And he gets the burn on top of that, so that's really insane actually. I'm just going to stay in here because I am burned. Jirachi is pretty much useless at this point for me. He's going to go for another Fire Blast, and he's going to take out my Jirachi, which I really didn't need Jirachi anymore because he did get the Garchomp away and passed away. I'm going to go into my Kyogre, and now I believe I predicted the switch to Chansey and went for the Toxic. Did I predict it? No, I didn't. I fell for it again, and I go for the Ice Beam. That Chansey's kind of dying. Chances do take a lot of damage from rocks. Takes like 80 health from rocks, so Getting those rocks up, I wish I would have been able to get a layer of spikes up, because that would have really screwed his chance of survivability over. But he's going to predict a switch and go for that soft-boiled. And that's really unfortunate, because now this Chansey's back at almost full HP. Probably can take a hit. He's just going to go into his Deoxys attack. I believe it's 2-on-3 at this point for his side. And I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. I know it's going to be able to take out that Deoxys attack. And if the Chansey wanted to switch into his Dialga, I could go for Earthquake. That would be super effective. And I didn't want to go for the Outrage yet. I know it's my strongest move that I can hit this Chansey with. I just didn't want to go for it. And now I'm just going to stay in, seeing how much it's going to do to the Chansey. And that does quite a good chunk to it, but he's just going to go for the Toxic to screw my survivability over. And honestly, I shouldn't have let this thing got poisoned. I should have switched in Kyogre, predicting that, but it does a good chunk, and it doesn't take out the Chansey, and he goes for the soft boiled again. I'm like, alright, I can't stay in here any longer. I mean, maybe one more turn just to see if I can get the max damage to take it out, or maybe I'll get a critical hit, but I really don't want to stay in here any longer than I have to, and I know he can't really damage me at all. The most he can do is just keep soft boiling up. And I totally forgot how many PP soft boil had. I thought I had like 24 or something like that. You guys can correct me in the comments down below. Maybe I'll check and just leave an annotation up on the screen. But I know I have to get out of here right now if I have any chance in this match. Gonna go into Kyogre right here. He double switches into his Dialga. Wait, was it Dialga? Yes, his Dialga. I think it's 2-on-2 now that they killed the Deoxys attack. Gonna go for that Ice Beam. Probably should have just went for my Stab, Surf, or Hydro Pump, whatever I did have. Wait, I have Thunder on it too. I have Thunder, Hydro Pump, /Surf, Ice Beam, and Toxic. And he's gonna go for a Thunder of his own. Probably, this team's probably to counteract most Rain teams and Sun teams. So he's got the Fire Blast and the Thunder to help him kill Kyogre and Groudon. So that's actually pretty useful, because usually Groudon and Kyogre don't have any speed investment unless they're a variant of like Scarfed, but usually Groudons are never Scarfed. Kyogre, from time to time, you do see him Scarfed. And he does take out my Kyogre, but I do have one Pokemon left, and I know I can survive his Fire Blast or Thunder. He probably has Draco Meteor too, but I outspeed. I kill him with the Outrage. I'm like, at this point I have to go for my strongest move, and I need something to kill this Chansey, and Outrage with the Stab is 180 base power, and if this doesn't take out the Chansey, nothing is going to take it out. And at this range, I honestly don't think this critical hit mattered one bit. So that was a good game, MrMet620. His link will be in the description, so feel free to check him out. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys once again. Hopefully you guys have a great day, rest of the day. I'm going to go finish my English paper now, because it's due tomorrow, and I procrastinated like I usually do. Have a great day. I love you very much. Bye-bye, guys.